Hello all. You know, when you've not had that good of a night trying to sleep, I've had a lot of back trouble lately. Now that's clearing up. Now it's going in my knees and feet. Makes you feel lousy the next day. But you keep getting up and you keep pushing on, and it just, over the years it'll get worse and worse, and you just say, ah, man. But that's not what we're here to talk about. I'm not here to talk about the Orange Man's horrible, racist speech on international television yesterday. No, I'm here to talk about something much worse, called warming oceans. So new studies have been filed and put out. It looks like about 90%, all of Earth's excesses of greenhouse gas emissions, whether natural or unnatural, goes into the oceans. 90%. In the last 60 years, 1/2 of all greenhouse gases produced by peoplekind has gone into the ocean and has prevented us from having a completely runaway greenhouse effect. They're saying in these reports that there's obviously in 1 to 8 years going to be some huge methane releases up in the North and South Poles. They say that the shallow seas are now releasing these methane deposits rather quickly, and they're afraid there's going to be a huge explosion of methane. Well, that's a good thing. And why? What does methane turn into when it catches fire? Water vapor and CO2. There's a few other chemicals in there, but they're very small. Nitrogen, I think, is one of them. It would change the effect of the greenhouse effect on that gas. It wouldn't be as potent as fast. It would add to the ongoing CO2 count. Now let's look at this chart of methane release. As you can see, it's off the chart. No, there's another greenhouse gas that is going wild and is going to cause the end of peoplekind if we don't do something about it. I keep saying this over and over and over, year after year after year. Here's some more proof. CO2 count, January 7, 2018, saw 407.43. January 7, 2019, 410.99 parts per million. I take it the ocean is no longer drinking up the CO2 the way it was, or humans are just pumping it out ever faster. I think it's a little bit of both. Not many life forms live in these areas where the methane will come up and explode, so it should be pretty benign to most areas as it starts to happen. But it will increase the CO2 count, which then may, about half of that, go back into the oceans, cause more acidification, making it so that the animals with shells no longer have shells, because the acid will eat away the shells because of the pH imbalance in the ocean. So last night, when I was laying there trying to sleep, I kept thinking about what would happen if there was a giant flip of some sort, where the planet would go into super winds, like 300 or 400 mile an hour, most places, that kind of thing. Or possibly we'll fill up with so much moisture in the air that it'll just turn into a tropical forest everywhere. We really don't know what's coming, but it's getting pretty clear something's coming, and that the sheep will have no intentions of changing anything they do. Feeling really tired, lousy right now. But don't let it stop you from trying to stop climate change in your own little way. I appreciate all the comments on the last videos, the ups and the downs, and especially all the new subscribers. And until next time.